Hey YouTube, coming with you with battles from Ethan, who's a longtime subscriber and battle submitter. 2847 pushing towards legend with a triple steel team, and I haven't watched the battles yet. There are two things I've caught my eye with this team. One is Solgaleo. I'm really interested. I think it's a really strong pick in this meta. Again, a ton of steel everywhere, so having the fire spin is great. Ton of fairy everywhere, right? So you wall fairies with your steel typing. Fire spin is great. Plus the Iron Head will hit super effective against them. So it's a really smart Pokemon for this meta. The problem with the team I see is one. So you have Flash Cannon on Registeel, which is smart because I think your backline is extremely weak to Giratina. Um, and what do you do if you have a counter like Escav or Lucario lead? Because you're going to lose that matchup with Sandslash hard. If you pivot into Solgaleo, you're probably going to get hard punished, and then Registeel is also a losing matchup, especially that you only have Flash Cannon and Zap. You don't have a Focus Blast. You only have, well, I mean, Zap Cannon is neutral in both. Zap Cannon is neutral anyways, but let's see what happens in these battles. So Sandslash into Tapu. This is a neutralish lead. You can get a couple drill runs off. Non-Shadow probably puts it pretty low in after two drill runs. I don't think two would take it out. It's probably 2+ claws. One Surf does not take you out. So I'm gonna throw the second here. Staying in this matchup, again, if you see a Giratina in the back, you just gotta kind of take it out with flash cannons, essentially. It's gonna be tricky, but we'll see what happens here. They take you out. What do you come in here? Aggressive lock on down. Yeah. Just eat the surf. I think you have to save shields for Solgaleo. So eat the surf all the way down. They come with the Giratina, you have Flash Cannon, and this is why you're in Flash Cannon, because you have to with it. I mean, I think it's overall better. You don't really use Focus Blast enough. I think Zap Cannon's sufficient, and then in this matchup, you really do want those Flash Cannons. Flash Cannons seems quick, but it's probably on par with Focus Blast. But it's essentially just getting this low enough that you can Fire Spin Psychic Fangs down. You really don't want this to see. But yeah, you can survive a Shadow Sneak and get your Flash Cannon off here. So it's not bad. Registeel is just lock on very spammy. Let's see if they nerf it in a week and a bit. Yeah, I don't want to get farmed down there, so I think you have to come in here. Super effective Shadow Sneaks, so you kind of have to shield. This is where this Pokemon gets really tricky. Yeah, I think Psychic Fangs will be enough. I don't know. I don't know how attack heavy this Pokemon is. Yeah, so more than enough. And you have a Wheezing, which the only problem is the overheat. So Psychic Fangs, those are going to add up real quick. Now the question is, can they get to 2 overheats first, or are they going to bait and get to the overheat? And are you going to call the bait? Are you going to try and catch here? Let's see what happens. Going straight shield for the overheat. They can just go double overheat. Like, they don't need to worry about it. They can still go to an overheat. Great catch. I was going to say, they can still get to 2 overheats and take you out. Great catch. That just won you the game. That's the problem. I think Wheezing is just so good in this meta because that's right there. Overheat still would have taken over in that range. It's just so spammy. So really heads up play. Giratina, this is where you want to see it. Melmetal comes in. So you're staying here to get the drill run off, which I think is smart. And now comes... Oh, you got one shield. So Registeel. Why Reggie is my question. I mean, they would have to throw like 2 or 3 superpowers, so I get it from that perspective. What I don't get is you don't have any moves to this. You don't have Focus Blast. So Fast Cannon is resisted. Zap Cannon is neutral, I guess, because you are only a steel as Melmetal. And they shield and give up switch. Oh no, you can't shield and give up switch there. So they're just going to go for an aggressive farm down, but they're down 2 shields. And now you got alignments. That was a really bad play. No offense to your opponent, but that was a really dumb play. I don't know why you do that. I don't know why you shield and then give up switch and lock yourself into this matchup when you know you're going to get killed down shields. So take these ancient powers, farm down, come out with a move. You might want to shield this. You don't have to. You'll live, and just go 2 shield Solgaleo. And again, if you've seen this here, there's not much that Solgaleo is going to have problems with in the back. Gramble, okay. Any fairy is just going to get destroyed by this team. So Gramble ain't doing anything. Catch unnecessarily. And shield. Okay. I mean, this game is basically over anyways. Ironhead. This is resisted too, right? Let's see how much this does, because I'm wondering why you just don't go Psychic Fangs and then just Fire Spin down with a lower defense. You'll love a superpower. Yeah, I think in that scenario, if everything's resisted here, all things being equal, I think you just Psychic Fangs and then just do more damage with your Fire Spins. Is probably how I'd play that matchup. Sandslash into Zacian, right? This is tricky because it's probably got a close combat. Close combat wild charge. Or no, probably close combat play rough. Could have a wild charge play rough. You want play rough, right? Because all the dragons. But you probably want focus blast for all the steals. So let's see. If they have 1 focus blast, they have 2 focus blasts here. Or close combat, sorry. Close combat. So you may get a shield back here because they're lowered, but they are just going to close combat you to... What is the move count on this thing? Is it not at 2 close combats already? Like, what is it doing? I think it's just trying to get to 2 close combats back to back so you don't get the claw farm down. So take 1 here, absorb it on... Tricky, because if it has 2, they're banking it. And this is, jeez, this is rough. They banked a close combat, so you need to save a shield for Solgaleo there. These Shadow Sneaks, not hard hitting, but are going to add up, and it's going to take 3 Flash Cannons, as we saw, to take this out. Or 2 and go Solgaleo with a Fire Spin Psychic Fangs. And then see what's in the back. God, this is a brutal matchup to watch. It takes like 5 Shadow Sneaks to take you out, and it takes like 3 Flash Cannons to take that out. So this is brutal to watch. Okay, there's your second Flash Cannon. Here comes another Shadow Sneak, which will live, but they'll probably have 2, which will take you out the second one. Or they can just go Sneak and then Claw. Maybe not even. I thought they had a move, but I was not counting. So take it out. Come in here. Oof. Again, everything is... No. Oh, no. Actually, yes, because this is neutral. Yes. That one, yes, because ice is weak to steel. So that neutralizes it. So yes, you go for the neutral one there. Oh, yeah. Draw in, and now close combat is going to combo you. Yeah. And they're going to outpace you here. Yeah, a little tricky. Again, just the team is tough against Giratina in the back, and there's a lot of freaking Giratinas. This is the problem here. Yes, all right. This is what you got to do right away. This is the problem. They're going to get to 2 drill runs before you even take them out here. So you're going to have to double shield if you want to keep switch. So this is why this Pokemon, someone recommended Fire Fang Reshiram, and I think Fire Fang Reshiram is probably better. Maybe it's better. I don't know. And now you don't have any moves here, and they're just going to farm up a ton. If they're smart, they just farm to like 100 energy. Oh, they're banking it and then coming Dragonite. That's interesting. But they could just back-to-back superpower you here. This is not looking good. Yeah, I think this team struggles a bit with Giratina in the back, and then anything that has a drill run, like a Sandslash or Excadrill, that's tough. And then we haven't even seen what a counter user is going to do to you running triple steel. And so Solgaleo, because I already mentioned that steel runs this meta, they're going to, I mean, I don't know if they'll two shield flex on you, but they're pretty close to two shielding flexing on you if they're at double hydros here. Baiting once just to grab a shield. But yeah, this game's over. Oh yeah, they're already at 2. So again, if you're going to use Solgaleo, I just think that you need a second coverage for steals. A Sandslash is good because of the drill run and good for Giratina. I think you need another Giratina and steel answer. That's not Registeel, because it's not a good steel answer right now. Not with that moveset. And it's not a good Giratina answer ever, right? Flash kind of makes it okay, makes it usable as we saw, but it's not great. And these Focus Blasts are still going to add up. There's your Giratina. It's going straight Psychic Fangs, but again, they'll live this with ease. Fire Fang is resisted. Maybe they don't shield the Iron Head, and I don't even think an Iron Head's going to take it out, though. I think it's going to get it low, but no, probably won't take it out. Yeah, and now you're down a shield already, so you can't shield here. And now they're just going to farm. And you're down a shield. I think you just have to eat it. Come out with a bit of energy. Tapu. Throw a run, and then you either farm up and come out with a move, or you just go straight. And then I would try and catch. When you have Reggie with Zap Cannon, I don't think there's a point of doing this because you're not going to... Okay, well, you grab the shield, so now there's a point. I just don't think there's a point to that because Zap Cannon is going to take out from this range anyways. So all you're really doing is... If they didn't shield that, you still would have... I don't think you would have been able to log on from that range. Now what's your win condition? You gotta hope they throw. Ooh, yeah, your win condition was not that. This will still do neutral because they're fairies, so maybe you'll grab a shield here. They're gonna farm down though. Are they at 2 surfs? They're probably not gonna throw until they get to 2 surfs because there's no point of throwing until you get to like 2 surfs because you have a shield. 1 drill run, not gonna take it. Yeah, I was about to say there's no point of throwing unless they have 2 surfs, and they have 2 surfs. Flygon, so great lead. Actually, it's not a great lead because they have Mudshot, but you also have Ice Punch, which had been double super effective. It would have been a bait game, so it would have been tricky for kind of both of you. So it's kind of awkward. So you both kind of instant swapped. They assume you have Focus Blast, which you do not. You lower their attack, so you can easily live a superpower, and you can live a 2 times lowered superpower with ease. And then you'll live a 3 times lower superpower. So this is a very comfortable matchup here. Now you'll live a 4 times lower super, right? So this won't take you out, but the next one will. That said, if they want it, actually I don't think Zapcan's going to take you out from this range. Wait, yes it would. They lowered their defense as well. Not just their attack, they lowered their defense. So they are super low. They tried to Mudshot down. You may grab a shield. They can live it, so you may not. Yeah. Now, yeah, you kind of have to. You're triple weak to ground, right? You're triple weak to ground. They throw a Stone Edge. They're not even running Earth Power. Oh my God, what is this team? I'm surprised they're not running Earth Power. Stone Edge. There's absolutely no reason to run Stone Edge in this meta. It's a Steel Dragon fairy meta. Like, use Earth Power. Just farm down. Iron Head. Yeah, this match is over. Anyways, thanks for the submission. Thanks for the team. I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky. Solgaleo, I like the idea of it. Is it actually ranked like? Let me look at it up in neutral because I think it's ranked like 12th on PV Poke in this. Yeah, it's ranked 12, and it's because you have such, which you didn't actually see in this matchup. It has a 10-10 record, but what you didn't see in this matchup is all like the either stuff that's weak to fire, like Escav, Lucario, a Sandslash, or the fairies which have no move to throw at you because you're steel, like Florges, Clefable. But the problem is, that's all you beat. You lose to every single dragon, Giratina, Komao, Dragonite, Tapu Fini. You lose to a Sandslash or Flygon. I just use Flygon there. You lose to all the grounds, Flygon, Extra Drill. You lose to Weezing. You lose to Sandslash because it has Drill Run, right? So, yeah, actually you beat Shadow A Sandslash because your Fire Spins and Psychic Fangs are going to add up too quick on it, but you lose to normal Sandslash because that doesn't even take it out. So it's kind of a tricky one. I kind of needs alignment, and you need to cover your like I said, you need to cover your ground, and you need to cover your dragon more, and I don't think that happens with Registeel. I don't think that happens with Registeel because a lot of these dragons have a fighting fast move or a ground fast move, which makes it tricky. So if you want to run Solgaleo, you need to run Sandslash. I don't hate. It makes you kind of double weak to drill run users, which is tough, but you can kind of maneuver that. You just can't use, I don't think you can use triple steel. But that is it. Thanks for the submission. I'm going to bring a very, very, very balanced team, which I've just been like killing it with. It's very, very easy team. Very balanced, super strong, coming tomorrow. And then I do not know what I'm going to do tomorrow afternoon, but we will figure it out. And then league turnover on Thursday, one more week. And then we are done with this. And then we can see what the new season brings. So that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.